Gratitude, family. Gratitude. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Peace and blessings to the YouTube family. Peace and blessings to the YouTube family. Peace and blessings. Um, Dope to be back on here talking with you guys. All right. I know it's been a while. I already know it's been a while, family. But I'm back. All right. I see my moderators are on here, and we ready to roll. We are ready to roll. So I hope everybody's been having a good winter solstice. Hope everybody had a good winter solstice. um, y'all give me a second here. Yes. So peace and blessings, family. We're back on YouTube, and I know I keep saying it, but eventually we're gonna get back on YouTube real heavy. All right. So all right, both my moderators in here. We good. We good. So yes, family, peace and blessings to everybody that's in the chat. Gratitude. We're gonna talk tonight, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all some game, put y'all on and some, you know what I'm saying, some game, some spiritual game tonight. All right, we giving away the spiritual game tonight, family. All right, and then y'all know how we'll do it. We'll answer some questions, right? Somebody right away they said, "How can I join the tribe?" Not available on the website. Okay, so we moved. Right below this video is the link, family. We moved the tribe. Shout out to Chief Makai. I see you in here too, brother. Um, Shout out to my whole tribal council on here. Shout out to y'all, family. Um, we moved the tribal thing from my website to its own website, KioweMinistries.org, and link will be below this video. All right, the link will be below this video, family. So I didn't want to just come on here and just answer some questions. We can get to that, but I also want to come in here, family, and give y'all some spiritual game. Give y'all some, don't ever think brother Yosef lacking. You know what I mean? Always got something up my sleeve. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? If I'm quiet, it's for a reason. I'm building, right? I'm building, family. And my tribal council, my tribal community, they know that's exactly what I've been doing. I've been doing live streams over there, my Patreon channel, live streams on my Patreon. That's what's been going on, family. All right. And it's in the chat, y'all. Y'all want to see More Soul Knowledge TV, put it in the chat. So you guys can go there if you want to join the tribe. There's two things that we don't allow in the tribe because of our tribal ways, right? If you're a transgender person, we have nothing against you, but our tribal ways do not allow transgender people to be in our tribe. Okay, so I had to just get that out the way. If you're a person that's suffering with, as of right now, you have severe mental illness. If you're dealing with any type of mental illness, family, okay, you're dealing with any type of mental illness, I recommend that you don't join our tribe. Go get some help, get yourself together, get some healing, and then you can join. I don't want people to think that Brother Yosef's tribe is a place you go to and it's going to fix all your problems. We're trying to grow, right? We're trying to grow, we're trying to expand, and we're trying to build, family. And we like to do it in secret. So when you join a tribe, after you notarize your affidavit, that is when you can, not when you pay for it, but when you notarize your affidavit, that's when you're a member of the tribe. You can join the Mighty Networks, where we get on there, we talk, we share stuff throughout the day. We just got finished doing a prayer meeting, tribal prayer meeting. We do that. Brother Yosef is a believer in prayer. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And we just took care of that, right? So, and we do our, other things in there as well. We're also, well, I don't want to talk about that yet. I'll leave that for the travel stuff. Um, so yeah, that's where you can join. Now, like I said, if you have dealing with mental issues, don't join the tribe and try to work it out with no. Deal with your stuff, family. Deal with your mental issues that you have. Get some help, get some healing, and then you can join. Um, we have nothing against gay people. If you're gay, you want to join, cool. And there's rules and regulations for that. But we don't allow any transgender people to join. All right. And I'm only saying that because I've been asked a few times by a few people. And look, if you think that I hate you because I don't let you join my tribe, you know what I'm saying? That's that. It is what it is. Nothing I could do about that. I never said I hate anybody. Okay. I never said I hate anybody, family. All right. So I guess we can start. I'm pretty sure. I know all my people on here. I'm pretty sure the trolls are on here. So we can start, right? You can start getting on here. Talking crazy. I'm pretty sure the Christian people are on here. You know what I'm saying? The Christians, they usually try to get me too. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good, family. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Right. My team got me. They said they're gonna boot you. You start talking crazy. They're gonna boot you. Right? Y'all go ahead and do it. Yeah. It's always one. You know what I'm saying? It's always one. All right, y'all. Let's get to some books that you guys should definitely use in your library. I'm a believer that um in the future, family, there will not be any more physical books. A lot of the books that will be given will be um how can I say this? A lot of the books that will be given will be um PDF books, ebooks, stuff like that. And when you get to those type of books, those books can be changed on the internet, computer. Somebody can hack your computer, change your stuff. You know what I mean? So we want to be smart about how we move. We want to make some good investments, and one of the best investments, and you guys can see it already because there's some books out there is very expensive. Right? Some books I gave out. What you want to do, family, is we want to um buy some physical books so they're going to be a good investment for the future is what I'm trying to say. All right. So that's what somebody said, a list of websites that give you free PDFs. You can literally type in free PDFs and a few will pop up. There used to be a lot of them, but they ain't a lot no more. All right. There's not a lot of PDF sites anymore. Behind the scenes, they're changing everything, right? They're changing everything. All right. So I want to share some books with you guys. I might show one, maybe two books that I've shown before because I really think you guys should have it. And I don't want people to forget about it. But I'm definitely going to show some books that you guys have never seen before. My Patreon people might have seen some of these books, but some of these books I'm pretty sure you guys never saw. All right. And then we'll get to some Q&A. Okay. So let's start with the first book, y'all. This is a book that's, in my opinion, it's a little bit advanced for a basic magician, but I recommend still having it in your library because it's definitely going to show you things. Right. And this book is called The Magic Language of the Fourth Way, Awakening the Power of the Word, right? Magical Language of the Fourth Way, Awakening the Power of the Word, okay? That is the first one, family. I think you guys should really have that book. I think it's important that you guys get that book, all right? Perry Bonace, all right? That's the author right there, all right? Very good book. Um, some things in this book to this day are still teaching me things. Like I said, a little bit advanced, but I still think it's a book that in the future you're going to be happy you have this book, this family. All right. This is a book I've shown before, but I'm going to show it again because I think everybody should have it. All right. It's called Thick Face Black Heart: The Warrior's Philosophy for Conquering the Challenges of Business and Life. Um, Thick Face Black Heart. I recommend everybody having this book. Um, I learned of this book from a guy named Richard Bullard years ago. He put it on Facebook when I used to be on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook like that no more, y'all. I don't really deal with Facebook. But he put this book out, and I loved every word of this book. Right, Thick Face Black Heart, classic book. Thick Face Black Heart could be the Think and Grow Rich of the 21st century. All right, I recommend this book. All right. Ah, yes. Yes, family. This book here is a really good book. I'm not going to talk a lot about it, but it's good. I'm going to let you guys explore it. It's so good until I actually lost it, and then I found it. But I had bought another copy, right? And the first translation of this book was is 1225. So this book is called The Son of Knowledge, right? An Arabic grimoire. And that's the author right there. The Son of Knowledge. Very good book. A book that you're going to want to have in your library. It can be a little advanced, but as you grow in knowledge and spirituality, you're going to want to have this book, family. The quality is a bit snowy. Can you guys see me? Is it blurry? Was y'all talking about the quality of the video or the quality of the book? Was this y'all saying the book was blurry? Oh, the video is blurry. Okay. Could be the internet. Who knows? I apologize, family. I apologize. Let me see here. Can you guys see me now? Is the audio's good? Can you guys see me? And it's retrograde, exactly. Somebody said maybe I can wipe the lens. Let's see here. Oh. I thought I was using my new camera this whole time. This is the laptop camera. So you guys forgive me. Yeah, it's the network. Okay. But you guys saw the book though, right? All right, it's the connection, it's the internet. I paid my internet bill. I don't know what's going on, right? So, but you guys did get the book, right? If you guys need to repeat it, just let me know. It's the Son of Knowledge. All right. I can't say the author's name. They have an Arabic name. Maybe if you type in this whole name right here. Let's see here, because even the side of it is Arabic, family. So good luck finding that one. I believe I got it on Amazon. Somebody said they found it. Somebody said they found it. All right. The next book I want to show you guys is a really good book. I read this whole book already. Really good book, family. I recommend people who study in Kabbalah. And this book is called The Way. Using Wisdom of Kabbalah for Spiritual Transformation and Fulfillment by Michael Berg. I have a lot of his books. The Way. Michael Berg of the Kabbalah Center. Okay. Very good book, family. If you guys find that first book, the one I showed before, it's probably on Amazon, family. All right. It's probably on Amazon. Okay. This is a book that my Patreon members know about. We read this book sometimes. I think we read out of this book about 2 times. And they really enjoyed it. So we're gonna get back in here on Patreon. We're gonna study out of this book some more. All right. I don't want to butcher the word. Samkhya, an ancient science of nature and the human soul. All right. Ancient science of nature and the human soul. There's the author. All right. The ancient science of nature and the human soul. Disha, happy birthday to you. Tuning in on your birthday. Happy birthday. This book right here, family, trust me, you guys are going to love. A lot of information, a lot of questions you've been asking about the human soul. You're going to find those answers right in here. All right. Books you should have. I could do probably 50 of these if I wanted to. I still got books, y'all, in my, when I moved from New York, in my storage unit. I ain't never even bring in my house yet. And yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what to do with those. But right now they stay in storage. So I did get a few of them, and these are some of the ones I got from storage, family. I probably got thousands of books, and I still buy books to this day. I think I need to slow down a little bit because I'm getting to the point where I find I'm only buying rare gems right now. All right, trust me, y'all. I got some books I ain't never showing. Right? I can't show everything. Some stuff y'all want to figure out. But somebody said donate. That might be a good idea in the future. I might donate some books. You know? Yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good idea, family. Maybe I'll do a giveaway sometime. Another good book, The Hidden Mysteries, ET's Ancient Mystery Schools and Ascension. I know y'all gonna love this one, right? Hidden Mysteries, ET's Ancient Mystery Schools and Ascension. Joshua David Stone, PhD. Hidden Mysteries, ET's Ancient Mystery Schools and Ascension. All right. This is one of the books I found that I couldn't find for a long time, and I found it. I think you guys will really enjoy this book. All right. It definitely puts you on some game about what's going on in the universe. Um, Secrets of Extraterrestrial Earth and Earth Spirituality. All right. Secrets of Extraterrestrials and the Earth Spirituality. Pretty good book. You know what I'm saying? If you definitely learn about ETs and different star systems, they talk about the Lyra star system, the Vega star system, the Zeta Reptilians, the Arcturians, the Sirius star system, Orions, the Pleiadians. They talk about government cover-ups, the Hollow Earth, the Ashtar Command, the angelic hierarchy, soul travels and initiations, charts, diagrams. They go in. Okay? They go in. I don't remember where I got this book at. I hope y'all can find it. I don't even remember. All right. So, so that's what it is, family. Y'all should grab this one. I think it's a really good book, family. All right. Let's keep moving. Another good book. I think I showed this one before, but it's a really good book on animism. Respecting the Living World by Graham Harvey. Animism. All right. Animism, Respecting the Living World by Graham Harvey. All right. Very good book, family. Good study guide, good information. All right. Yes. Harmonic Alchemy, Bridging Science and Spirituality by Resonating with Reality. A practical manual for ultimate clarity. It's a good book. Harmonic Alchemy. Okay. The author is I think that's the author right there at the top. All right. You guys will be able to go back and watch this as well to study if YouTube don't take it down. If y'all don't know, they done took down like 25 of my videos, y'all. For some reason, lately they've been going crazy with taking down my videos. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm about to get back on YouTube heavy next year and going there with it. All right. This has some information, a few things I didn't know, but for the most part, I know about a lot of this stuff because I studied so many books on it. But if you guys want to know more about Admiral Byrd, the guy who supposedly flew into the Middle Earth, this is a pretty good book. The Missing Diary of Admiral Byrd, Richard E. Byrd. This is the guy that supposedly went into the Hollow Earth. He supposedly went into the Hollow Earth. And I believe his family put this book together, if I'm not mistaken. It goes word for word with literally with his diaries, right? It's right out to his diary apparently. Talks about what he saw, right? Talks about everything. He talks about the map of what he saw. So, very interesting stuff, man. When you guys can get that, the Missing Diary of Admiral Richard E. Byrd, a secret expedition and journey to a paradise inside the earth. Not a bad book. This is a book that I didn't want to talk about until I tried some of these things myself. Right? And I must say, it's real. It's the real deal. It's the real deal, family, I must say. Now, y'all know Brother Yosef don't want to brag. Right? But I did put a lot of people on to the biogeometry. All right? Can I get credit for that? I did put the people on to the as a matter of fact, I gave one of the biogeometry books out of my first ever books you should have in your library. Okay. This is similar to biogeometry. I saw something about what it would look like to me, some of the biogeometry shapes. But I'm gonna let you guys read and understand where this man got this information from. Okay, where this person got this information from. And I've tried some of these things, right? And I can tell you, in my opinion, they work. Right? And the book is called Angelic Symbols. Angelic symbols of the purest spiritual healing energy and the highest light of love to completely purify and perfectly enhance and totally enlighten your life here and now. Angelic symbols. This was a newer book I bought. I think I bought this earlier this year. Right? And I've been playing with it. And there's the author right there. You guys can get the book. I can vouch for it that there's something about it that does work. Right? And I mean, they got all kind of stuff in here, y'all. Symbols, like all kind. It just goes on and on with symbols and the Sephirim, the cherubim, and really, really powerful. I like it. Angelic symbols, y'all. I vouch for this one. Guys can go grab it, right? Powerful symbols indeed. If you want to get your study on, this is a book I actually still read. You guys know I do pray. When I say a certain prayer, I pray in different languages. And one of the languages I pray in is Hebrew. Okay, and here's the Talmud. The Talmud, right? It's something I still read from time to time. Pretty good book. Another good book I gave out before. I think I might have gave this away on Patreon. I don't know if I ever did it on YouTube. It's called Occult Japan. Right? Occult Japan. Shinto, shamanism, and the way of the gods. Shinto, shamanism, and the way of the gods. Occult, Japan. You're looking for just a good read about the history of this stuff, a deeper insight. This is a very, very good one, family. All right, a very good one. Somebody was telling me, a friend of mine was telling me today that I'll be giving away a lot of game. You know, to me though, this is old stuff to me. It's old. But I want people who are studying, and if you're serious about studying, I want you to get some of this game. You know what I'm saying? I want you to get some of this information. See what I'm saying? Occult Japan. It's a good book. Ah, this book here. Whoever is a lover of meditation, you're going to love this book. Just remember, Brother Yosef put you on. I put you on. Let this book transform you. All right? The Secret of the Mystic Meditation Practice. I can't pronounce the author's name, but I'm gonna show it to y'all. The Secret of the Mystic Meditation Practice. That's the author right there. That's the author. The Secret of the Mystic Meditation Practice, family. Don't sleep. Incredible book. Let the book transform you. If you stuck in your ways spiritually, you always supposed to be looking as a spiritual person for something to challenge you, what you think you know. If you got one teacher and you stuck off just that one teacher information, you're stuck. That's why I've always had multiple teachers, because it's like I've learned from different things. The goal is for me to learn my way to evolve by learning from multiple sources. Find your way. And if you find something that challenges you, let it challenge you. Don't say, oh, that ain't the truth. What is the truth? What did I tell you guys? The great Dr. Blair always told me, there ain't no such thing as truth until you decide what the truth is. How do you think all these things like Buddhism, Shintoism, Taoism, Yoruba, Voodoo, how do you think all these systems came about? Somebody created it. They didn't follow the same thing over and over and over. They didn't follow the same thing over and over and over, family. So I wasn't actually going to show this book. All right. I wasn't going to show this book, family, but I'm going to do y'all a favor. That's right. I got information that I don't think y'all ready for. That's my opinion. Right? I give it out when I say, okay, people, I think they're ready for it. Because we know we got people on here from different walks of life. Left-hand pathers, right-hand pathers, Sufis, Gnostics, people that's part of secret organizations, spiritual organizations. We got different types of people on here. So I know this book will challenge you if you let it. It can transform you from a dead person. If you want to get to heaven, you got to be like one of these little children. That's a person that surrendered. It's a dead person. It's a person that think they spiritual. So don't play with the book. That's how good it is. If you're going to get the book, let it take you where you need to be taken. That's all I'm saying, family. We do this spiritual thing for real, for real. Can't chin check me. I don't care what you're talking about spiritually. I understand it. I studied it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't brag about it. So we talked about this more in depth in the Mystic Mind Conference when I was going in on the Siddhas. But let the book transform. That's right, y'all. I got access to certain books that I read that blow me away. And this is one of them. And I don't want you guys playing with this book. So get the book. Let the meditations in here take you where they take you. Let it change you. Let it transform you. Don't be looking to fight the book. That's the reason why I keep saying that is because it's going to do that. If you think a certain way, this book is meant to challenge you, family. It's going to help you evolve. All right? Love it. One of my recent favorite books. I think I bought this book last year. I think I bought it right before I moved to Houston, if I'm not mistaken. All right? So that's what we're doing, family. The secret mystic meditation, the secret of the mystic meditation practice. Let it transform. I'm serious about this knowledge. That's why I'm saying stuff like that. Yeah, Barbie, that's a good point. She said, I hope the books you showing ain't gonna skyrocket. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all better grab them. I know everybody ain't got it like that, but you might want to grab them, y'all. You know, soon I'll be showing my own books. My plan is 20 years from now, Brother Joseph have a whole list of books. You better get this one. You better get this one. You better get this one. Okay, let's move on. A lot of people come to me and ask me questions, right? I invest in a lot of things, right? I'm an investor. I invest in a lot of things, right? Including my own spiritual growth. A lot of people ask me, Brother Joseph, how can I be wealthy? How can I gain access to more wealth and finances in my life? How can I grow and at the same time maintain spiritual balance? How can I get my mind right? This is a book that really changed my mind. This is a book that really I believe could help change your mind. Some of you guys probably already read this book, and it's a really good book. The Success Principles by Jack Canfield. The creator of Chicken Soup for the Soul. The co-creator, of Chicken Soup for the Soul. How to get from where you are to where you want to be. I think this is a great book. Jack Canfield. The Success Principles. I think this is a great book. Let it transform your mind. Let it take you where it's going to take you. It definitely taught me some things about money that I didn't understand or know. I recommend this book, family. You know, we can't be so spiritually high we know earthly good. You got to balance out your physical life and your spiritual life. Okay? So I recommend the Success Principles. What we talked about on live stream 4, Living Principles. I'm big on that. Right? Living Principles, family. Brother Joseph is really Brother Joseph. I just ain't a character I put on. You know what I'm saying? I really live by certain principles and guidelines, and I love the title of the book, The Success Principles. Get the book, family. If you're looking to change your mind, you want to learn about growing wealth and how to get from where you are to where you want to be, that book will definitely help you. Now, here is a book that I probably got like 7 or 8 copies of. I could tell this is the one of the ones I never really opened like that because it's too. It ain't got no cracks in it yet. But I know I've seen this book around the house a few times. And I think I bought it for a few times because of what it did for me. Right? And I always tell people when you start down on spirituality, you want something that's going to help you balance your magical mind. You want something that is going to help you get into magic and transform your mind and teach you basic principles and basic things you need to understand about magic. I'm always telling you guys to get this book. Wicca, The Guide for the Solitary Practice by Scott Cunningham. All right. Wicca. This is the first spiritual, the first time I really got deep into spiritual practices when I became a Wiccan. I got into this. I practiced it for like 2 years. I learned how to do an altar, my first altar. I learned about the ancestors. I learned about nature, the nature spirits. I learned about how to work with the moon, the different cycles of the moon. I learned how to work with the sun. I learned about herbs. This book here led me to herbology years ago, learning about herbs. Then eventually this book led me to hoodoo, and I started studying hoodoo. right? Did Egyptian magic as well. But this is a really good place to start if you want to learn magic, right? Some people just want to know spells. That doesn't make you a magician just because you know a few spells, right? You need to really learn a system. Learn at least one system of magic. And I recommend Wicca, in my opinion, will be really good for you guys to start. And I know I've said that before, but like I said, I'm gonna recover some things, family. The next book is The Divine Program of the Kiyosaki. I'm joking. This book, I want to just say something about this book. This is my newest book I just wrote. This is for my tribe. Okay. This book, I love it. I just finished this book, y'all. It will not be available for people who are not part of my tribe. If you want to buy it, it's gonna cost you like $200. That's right. It's gonna cost you about $250 because I really don't want people having it that's not part of our tribe. Tribal members, y'all know what the price is, right? Super affordable. But if you're not in my tribe, this book is gonna cost you some money. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want people who not down with Brother Yosef, Chief Nawadi. If you ain't down with the family, I don't want you around this type of information, or even our principles, our way of life, our language. I have my own language in here. That's right. I created a language, and that language is in this book. That's right. In case y'all didn't know that. So I have my own language. We have our own language, the Kiowa Salagi tribe. And this is our book of principles and language and everything we need. And it has magical spells in here. It has some stuff that I have in some of my other books, but that's just so the tribe could have it as well. But this is my newest book I wrote, The Divine Program by Chief Nawadi Nakwisi Awi, Divine Program of the Kyoto Salagi. And I'm very proud of this book. It came out great. And I can't wait to get the tribal members. Yeah, I know somebody said, no, thank you. $200 a lot. And that's why you ain't getting it. It ain't for you. It's for the tribe. I hope people who not in the tribe think that's too much money. I purposely made it so you don't buy it. How about that? Right? But I want to give respect to people who love knowledge or you're curious about me. So I hope that you don't buy it. I hope it's for my tribal people. That's why I did it. That's what it's for, family. You know what I'm saying? It's for the tribe. So I'm glad you think it's too much money. But that's the newest book I wrote, y'all. And I'm gonna be writing a lot of books, but that's one of the newest ones. All right. Let's go to the next one. This is a book I put out before. It was called The Secrets of Instant Healing. But the author also had another good book that I recently picked up not too long ago. It's called The Secrets of Quantum Living. I recommend you guys get this book as well. The Secrets of Quantum Living. This book, this author right here, taught a technique in the first book that he wrote. I think it was the first book he wrote, but it was called The Secrets of Instant Healing. Okay, you guys can get that book as well. In that book, somebody said, "What is Hebrew and fire? Arabic is water." So I'll get to those questions later. I use that technique that I got from that book on my cats, right? On my cats, and I was told the story before. I was able to heal my cat instantly. Like I tried the technique. Only thing different that I did was that I actually only thing I did differently was I actually imagined green light around the cat as I healed the cat. But I recommend this book as well, The Secrets of Quantum Living, family. All right. The Secrets of Instant Healing and The Secrets of Quantum Healing, or Quantum Living, excuse me. Now, this is a good book that really helped my wife and also helped me when it came to energy, right? When it came to energy, okay? Somebody said they hear static. You guys hear static? Okay. I don't know. Let me see. I don't know, but as long as you guys hear me, I don't know what the static is. Let's see here. Mercury retrograde, man, right? These Mercury retrogrades are serious. Let's see here. Maybe I could turn off my other computer. All right. All right, family. Let's get back to it. Some people said they don't care. Just get to the books. So this book here, family, is really good if you want to study energy and you want to learn about energy. Um, if you're starting out learning how to use your energy, okay, good. You want to learn how to use your energy, family. I think that this is a really good book. I think I gave this book out before, but it's one that I have to revisit because it really taught me how to feel energy. It's called Energy Essentials for Witches and Spellcasters. Energy Essentials for Witches and Spellcasters by Maya Om. This book is the reason why I first ever felt energy. I was able to feel energy. Um, this is definitely why, family. You know what I'm saying? Maya Om. I had this book since like 2010, 2011, something like that. Had this book for a long time, family, and it still rings true. So if you guys want to learn how to feel energy, um, maybe I ain't trying to break nobody this weekend, but y'all want the books and the information? Here we go. You know what I'm saying? Um, but this is a book, y'all, that I think is a definitely must have. Maybe you have children that you want to learn about. You know, I do a lot of this for my daughter. I keep a lot of these books to pass on to my grandchildren and my great great grandchildren and on down the line. You know what I'm saying? And I promise y'all, some of these books won't be around forever. This is one of the bangers you want to have in your library. Okay. Energy Essentials by Maya Om. Very, very powerful book, family. All right. Very powerful book. A must have. All right. Transform into Light Body. Brother Yosef, where did you find a book like that? By Cynthia D. Clayton. Transform into Light Body. Cynthia D. Clayton. This is one of the practices that I strive towards is obtaining my light body. If you want to learn information about the light body, you want to learn what the light body is, the different names and versions of light body, how to a degree you already have a light body, you just have to unlock it. This is a really good book that's really going to show you some information. All right. And I have other books on light body, but this is a good book to start with, family. All right. Goes into the Dzogchen. Talks about the mind. Very important. You know, like I said, some of y'all don't want to change. Some of y'all want to stay how you are, a gangster spiritual person. I don't understand that. A gangster. Some people want to be gangster spiritual people. Some people don't want to surrender. They don't want to let go of who they think they are. They're scared. Let it go. Let go. And become what you're born to become. Right? They even give you a powerful mantra in here for light. So very, very powerful, family. Transform into Light Body. Cynthia D. Clayton. Good book, family. Grab it. Grab it. Oh, here it is. Here's the updated cover. Secrets of Instant Healing. Right? It's the book I talked about before by the same author, Frank J. Kinslow. The Ancient Mysteries of Melchizedek. This is a very good book. Do not sleep in this book. The Mysteries of Yahweh Revealed, The War in Heaven, Special Edition by Melchizedek Y. Lewis. This book surprised me. Right? It has yoga practices you can do in here. It goes deep into the name of God, the meaning of the name of God. You know, the scientists already proved that Yahweh is literally written into your DNA. The word Yahweh is literally written in your DNA, in case you didn't know that. It's been proven by scientists already. The Ancient Mysteries of Melchizedek. Mysteries of Yahweh Revealed. The War in Heaven. This is a good book, family. This is a good book. I really recommend it. Y'all ask me questions about Yahweh, Brother Joseph. How you know all this information? I read a lot of books on different things. And I put the puzzles together. Right? So this is a good book because if you know about Melchizedek, that's also a secret society that still exists to this day. It's a secret organization, in case you guys didn't know that. Melchizedek. How about this? Do you know if you ever became a minister? I don't care how you became a minister, who made you a minister. Do you know that if you ever became a minister, you are in the outer order of the Melchizedek? Do you know that? If you ever became a minister, church, uh, whether you're a Christian minister, a Catholic minister, a Hebrew minister, a priest, because that's really what we're talking about here, priest, a Islamic minister, whatever type of minister you are, do you know that that is the outer order when you become one, even though you're dealing with so-called different religions? Telling you guys a secret right now. I don't even know if I should say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. And I didn't learn that from this book, but this book does talk about that. And that's why this is one of the things about the book that shocked me. I learned it from somewhere else, but this book talks about that, and I was really surprised. Um, Said, man, this person know what they're talking about. Do you know that when you become a minister of any kind, you're part of the order of Melchizedek? You're part of the outer order of Melchizedek. You just don't know who you are yet. That's why you're in the outer order, right, of Melchizedek. Once you know self and you're also a minister, you become a member of a closer order, but it takes a lot to get into the inner order of Melchizedek. The Melchizedek order is a real spiritual order. And this book talks to a degree about it. I'm not sure who this person is. I don't know them personally, but they know something. I know things myself, and these people know something. You know what I'm saying? So I recommend this book, y'all, right? When they said that, I was like, wow, that's kind of interesting that they say that. So get the book, family. The Ancient Mysteries of Melchizedek. Very, very good book. Very, very good book. We're gonna get to some Q&A. I got two more books I want to show y'all. We're gonna get to some Q&A. All right. Some man, somebody counting the books. Somebody said that's 24 books, Brother Joseph. I'm sorry. Right? Trying to get out as many books as I can. You know what I mean? So the next one I give y'all, you know what I'm saying? This is the book I gave out of my Patreon. But if you ever want to learn about dragons and all different types of information, different cultures about the dragon and what the dragon means, what the serpent represents, what the serpent means, what the naga means, all these different variations of dragons. I mean, this book right here pretty much is the go after of dragon information. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they laid it out. Look how thick that book is. You know what I'm saying? They laid it out in this book. So this book is called The Initiate's Guide to the Path of the Dragon. An Initiate's Guide to the Path of the Dragon. That's the author right there. An Initiate's Guide to the Path of the Dragon. One you definitely want to have in your library. Don't say I didn't tell you. I believe it's a book like this is going to not be around for too. It's going to disappear. Books like this, they ain't going to be around for too much longer. They doing some stuff out there, y'all. All right. And this is the last one. Mexico, from the Olmecs to the Aztecs. I like this book. It gives a lot of good information. If you want to know more about the Olmec, if you're studying your indigenous heritage, want to know about the indigenous people, You want to learn more about how the indigenous people move and groove and what they're doing, this is a really good book, family. I really recommend this book right here. It's called Mexico, from the Olmecs to the Aztecs. A lot of good information. I mean, they go in relating the two together. Um, Not everything I agree with, but this is one of the better Olmec books on the Olmecs. Right? They got statues in here that I've never seen in no other books. Information I've never heard in any other books. Pretty good book, family. Very good book. All right. So let's do some Q&A. I know y'all. I still look. If my storage unit called me and said, "Look, man, all your books burnt down, bro," I don't know what to tell you. That's the day I cry. You understand? I said, "No, I had some bangers in there," and I'm telling you, I'm pretty much gonna stop. Uh, I'm gonna have to start storing my books in different places. I don't trust even keeping them in the storage unit all the time. So I'll probably have a few on the land, and I'll just let everybody on the land read as many books as they want, right? Um, and I have some other places. So that's probably what we're going to do, y'all. Somebody said the agents just got an idea. We know how to hurt Brother Yosef. Burn his books down. That'll be a bad idea. That's all I'm gonna say. If I know you did it, that'll be a bad idea. Because let me tell you, let me say this real quick before we answer some questions, right? A lot of people think because you're a right hand pastor, you're in some type of church or something like that. You're a religious church person. No, Brother Yosef spiritually will knock your head off. You understand? If you mess with mine, you better believe that. I don't do no talking. You know, nothing to talk about. You mess with me and mine, I will spiritually knock your head off all the way. And I mean that, bro. Just in case somebody thinking about it. Don't take this nice face for it. It can go there. You know what I'm saying? That's why I mind my business. I don't talk about nobody. I mind my business. So if I have to do something, it's well, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to chill because it's Mercury retrograde, right? But if I have to do something, then I know it's all good. Don't think I'm so right hand path that I'm gonna let you walk all over me. You can talk all day. I don't care about people talking, but don't ever think I'm gonna just let you do something. You know what I'm saying? You burn my books down, it's a problem. You burn my books down, it's on and popping. You understand? But it's all good. It's all love. I come in peace. I don't listen to nobody that talk. I just live my life and keep doing what I'm doing. Do what the spirit called me to do. You know what I'm saying? Because 2024, I'm gonna say some things in 2024, and I know. Look, I'm coming to slam dunk it in 2024. Don't get it twisted. I'm coming to slam dunk it. Man. All right, here's a question. It's all love, y'all. We joking, but we serious. But we joking, but we serious. You know what I mean? Here's a good question. Um, if you sell your soul, can you get it back? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That piece of your soul is gone forever. Or if you sold your whole soul, that part of your soul is gone to whoever you sold it to. What do you mean when you light a scented candle in your dreams of someone mentioned on the candle smell? What does it mean when you light a scented candle, when you light a scented candle and you dream of someone mentioned on the candle? It means that you probably connected to that person, most likely. You probably connected to that person, family, through the astral plane. Can you talk a little bit about the new medallion? Yes, so my new medallion is a protection medallion. Um, I'm still loving my first one, y'all. My first medallion is my pride and joy. I love that medallion. My second medallion is my protection medallion. It's a little bit different. It's designed differently and it's different from my first medallion. So my first medallion, the Divine Radiance medallion, when you put it on, you actually feel it. And for those who know, they know you actually feel a sense of calmness, peace, all that stuff coming from the medallion. It's a very powerful light medallion, medallion of light, very powerful thing. Um, and it's created to radiate energy, radiate light energy, light force, or not light force, but light, divine light energy. Um, the second medallion is protection. It's simply a medallion that has runes on it and different symbols that invokes protection for the wearer. So you won't feel it as much as you will feel it with my first medallion. I want to let you guys know that. That medallion, sometimes when I wear my protection medallion, um, I don't even know, I forget that I got it on. Right. And I've worn some pretty small light medallions and I always feel like it's there, right? But even my other medallion is heavier, so you can feel that one too. But my new medallion, I noticed that when I'm wearing it, but when you're in a position where you feel like you need to be protected, you feel it. And I'll give you guys an example. I kind of told this already on my uh, Patreon channel. Um, I talked about how the first time I put it on, um, you know, I've never been pulled over by the police since I've been in Houston. The first time I put it on, I think it was the top of the Mercury retrograde. And this day it was crazy, right? And I really believe I'm thankful for this medallion because it protected me. Literally, it saved my life. Like, and the first thing that happened was I got pulled over by the police. I was like, man, after all this time, I get pulled over. It's Mercury retrograde, and I ain't gonna lie, it's my fault. I can't blame nothing. I was doing like a 45 and a 20. I'm in a school zone, and Brother Yosef hitting the gas, room. You know what I'm saying? I'm going right past the school zone. I was trying to take the wife out somewhere. We went downtown Houston, had a little lunch date, whatever. I'm trying to get to where I'm going. I'm just, I ain't feel like cruising that day. I wanted to get to where I was going. So sure enough, police pulled me over. He looked at me. He let me go. You have a good day, sir. You know what I'm saying? Um, 5 minutes later, I'm driving. I'm on the expressway, and I don't know what I hit. I think I hit the piece of the curb. I don't know. So I hit something, and my whole tire just started scraping. I saw sparks. I messed up my the tire frame, and we were on the highway. And for those who live in Houston, when you're on the highway, it's like a 5 and 6 lane highway. It's crazy. I hit something on the highway, and me and my wife was able to safely pull over with pretty much no tire, right? And everything just worked out good for the rest of that day. I believe that if I didn't have protection energy around me, it could have went another way. So that medallion, it's crazy because I noticed the medallion the whole time. Like I was going through that. So that medallion, y'all, is simply designed to protect you, protect your life, protect you from demonic forces, protect you from negative forces, family. That's what that is designed to do. All right. So that's what that is, family. And I have another one coming out very soon. I'm probably gonna do about 5 medallions, and I'll probably stop. But I have another powerful one coming out very soon. And also the medallion, you better get it now, the protection one, because it's gonna be we're gonna do that like a once in a blue moon. That medallion right here. It's gonna come out once in a blue moon. We're gonna bring it out like probably every 6 months. So if you don't get it now, I think we got like 10 of them left. They'll be we won't see them again for 6 months. All right. Yeah. Brother Yosef don't want no smoke. You know what I'm saying? I got respect for everybody. I got respect for everybody, man. That ain't my job to call nobody out or do nothing. I mind my business. You understand? I mind my business. Uh, let's look for another good one. Let's see here. How do you know when a deity is in agreeing to your offer and energy? Face red heart shaped. What do you mean by that, family? What offer are you talking about? I'm not sure if you're talking about selling the soul. I'm not sure what you mean by that, family. Let's see here. Where do the Orishas fit in when it comes to this galactic spiritual creation, which include Anunnaki, dragons, etc. What dimension would they be in? Um, that's a good question. The Orisha are one of the oldest deity families in the cosmos. There are some gods, and I was just talking about this last night on Patreon. There are some gods that exist that you never even heard of before. There are gods that exist in other dimensions that nobody on Earth ever heard of before. The Orisha are one of the oldest god families. We call them pantheons, families, whatever. They are one of the oldest that exist in the multiverse. Um, the Orisha are every single one of them used to be a real human being, right? And then they became the Orisha family. They're one of the strongest, and people always ask me that question right there: where do the Orisha fit in? Some guys just don't get involved in things the same way we get involved in, or the same way that another guy gets involved in. Some gods create souls. Some gods are lower and they actually involve themselves in human concern. The Orisha usually deal with people who worship them, people who work with them, or their own family, their own bloodline. They deal with them heavily. Um, but when it comes down to it, family, the Orisha are not really involved in this whole galactic thing. They're not really involved in it. They're not. They're on a whole nother level. The Anunnaki are what you call demigods. So they're not really full-fledged gods like that, but because of their technology and stuff, people deem them as gods. They're really just ETs. They're extraterrestrials from a whole nother timeline. That's all they are. So the Orishas are high-level triple OG gods. They don't really get involved in stuff down here. Other gods do, and the Anunnaki is one of those gods, right? All dragons do not get involved in galactic stuff. There's orders and different things for that. So all the gods, they got other things to do. They don't get involved. The Earth is. We would love to think that we're the center of the world, but we're not. The center of the universe, excuse me, but we're not. Right? There's other guys that got more important things to do than worry about people on Earth. It sounds crazy, but it's true. Some of these gods rule over universes. Like prime example, the Lord Ganesha is one of the gods that actually rule over universes. But at the same time, he finds time for humans. Some gods can care less. And I hate to say it like that, y'all, but it's the truth. Some gods can really care less about what's going on with humans. They got other things to think about. We're like ants to them, right? We're like ants to them, family. All right, ALB Essence. Thank you for the donation. What's a good book about the light body? Also, a good book about essences. Well, essences is just energy, family, and I actually just gave both of those books away. I just gave a whole book out about light body. Uh, Transforming the light body. It has some history on the light body. And also, I talked about this book right here. When you talk about essence, which is nothing but energy, the energy essentials for witches and spellcasters. That's another good book, family. All right. So I just pretty much thank you for the donation, but I just pretty much gave those books away. Maybe you just came in or something. Let's see here. Do you play games? Do you believe video games have hidden messages? Yes, I do play games, y'all. Um, I do believe that uh, games have hidden messages. Um, I buy stuff and I don't even play them, y'all. This is the recent thing I bought. It plays the PlayStation and the Xbox. Called the Absolute. You guys never heard of it? I got a Steam Deck too, but so this is pretty much it. And you can play like that's the name of it. It's a really cheap way to like play a lot of your stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I do play games. My daughter's a big time gamer. Um, and I do play these games, family, and I see the hidden messages and codes in these games. So yes, I do believe that there's hidden messages in these games without a shadow of a doubt. Tons of hidden messages, family. All right. I see a lot of my Patreon members in here, but I'm gonna try to answer some people who are not on my Patreon because I know they've been dying to ask questions. Once again, if I don't get to your question, don't be mad at me. You know what I'm saying? Some people be ready to cuss me out because I ain't answer their question. I'm sorry. I didn't see it. I didn't see it, family. J Lo the Barber, thank you for the donation. What are some good books about star stepping? You want to study um uh, esoteric Taoism, really the study of Taoism. There's actually, you can study Taoist magic. There's a guy on YouTube that got a whole channel about Taoist magic. So that's where you can learn about star stepping, family. Study Taoist magic. Thank you for the donation. Also, anybody who's going to email me, I get emails a lot about people that want to do interviews. I'm not going to be doing any interviews in 2024. All right. So I just want to let people know that if you're on here, you want to interview with Brother Yosef, I get a lot of people that ask me to do interviews. Some I take, some I don't. But in 2024, family, I would not be doing any interviews. Okay, I'm going to be focusing mostly on my channel. Y'all want me back. 2023, y'all know I ain't really been on YouTube like that. All right. So 2024, y'all, I'm gonna come back on YouTube, start giving y'all these games, this information, and because I kind of feel like I'm settled in Texas now. That's kind of what I was doing. I was kind of making sure my family, we was all getting settled here, and I feel like we settled now. So, um, you know, and I'm gonna start coming back on YouTube more. All right. So you guys will see me more on YouTube very soon. E5K Slaves, thank you for the donation. Thank you for all you do, bro. Love you. Love you too, sis. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it, family. Thank you. Any books for spiritual protection? There's a lot of books for spiritual protection, family. I gave away one a while ago. Jason Miller has a book on spiritual protection. It depends on what level. You can get hoodoo books that talk about spiritual protection. There's so many things about spiritual protection. All right. Let me get these other super chats. They paying, so I definitely want to get them. Sonny, thank you for the donation. What does it mean when you experience an intense ringing in your ear after you wake up? It happened to me once. Once, and my whole body was vibrating intensely. From what I understand about the ringings in the ears, from what I personally understand, because of what I've seen this spiritually myself, right? It is something trying to. I won't say it's always trying to attach to you, but let's just say that it's trying to interface with your aura. So if a spirit presses up against your aura, you're going to feel two things. You're going to feel heat on that side of your body. You ever be walking or it feel like your neck is getting hot or your arms just get hot for no reason? That's something next to you that's trying to get on your aura, get into your aura. Also, when you hear the air ringing represents something that is pressing against your aura and is actually getting in. And you hear this loud ringing in your ear, right? And I've seen that happen more than once. The first time I saw it happen when I was at a hospital, working at a hospital, and the guy was fighting and he's angry. And I saw a spirit come through the wall and slide into this man's aura. It took the spirit probably like 5 minutes, but it stayed around his head area. And then little by little, it started going, it's almost like it went through a little tiny hole or something, like a jellyfish or something. But it went into the man's aura and I didn't see it anymore. And he's like, man, I hate when when I get that ringing in my ear. And I noticed that that's what it was. And I saw it happen again, and the same person was talking about ringing in the ear. All right. So that's what it was most likely, family. Something was pressing against your aura. Thank you for the donation, family. I appreciate that. Let me see here. 7 cities. Did the Democrats put a spell on black folks? Okay. The way black folks constantly support them, even though they don't support us, is madness. Man, I gotta be careful what I say, um, because YouTube will try to shut my video down. And I noticed when I started talking about politics, they always shut those videos down. They said allegedly I was supporting Trump and all this stuff, and they took all the videos down. A lot of bangers, y'all. So I will say this. I don't think they put a spell on black folk. I personally believe, my own personal belief is that uh, a lot of black people are used to handouts. A lot of black people want handouts. We don't like to work for nothing, right? We don't want to take our time and study. We don't want to take our time and build it from the ground up. We want a handout, right? And that's why this whole thing with the secure party creditor and stuff is so popular right now. You know, consumer law, secure party creditor, American National, all that stuff is so popular because a lot of people think that they can get money from the birth certificate. Yeah, a lot of people think they can cash in a birth certificate and do all the stuff and get money from it. And you know what? Some people have been successful, right? They found a way. But at the same time, a lot of people have gone to prison. That's on YouTube. There's one white lady, I forgot her name, but she was real big on YouTube, teaching people how to tap into their social security. You know what I'm saying? And her, I think she's going to a big meeting in DC, and the FBI came and got her. She was buying boats, RVs, everything, just tapping into her social security. And she was making these purchases, and they ended up putting her in prison. I think she's still in prison to this day. So I'm not saying that to scare anybody from doing these things. I understand those things. I've studied those things. Um, but I want people to be careful because a lot of black people go for that, right? Because they think they can, your birth certificate worth money. I can tap into my birth certificate and use the credit to buy houses and cars. And no. You're gonna find it's rarely you're gonna find people. Them people know about bonds. That's how they're doing that. They know about bonds. They understand that there's no such thing as money. They understand these things. There's no such thing as money. They understand bonds. They understand how to be a private banker, right? They understand private banking. They understand these things. That's how they're doing that stuff, But people who are struggling in the world, they'll go for that type of stuff. And and I hate to say it, a lot of our people do that. They love handouts from the government. People love handouts from the government. I don't want nothing from the government. I'm gonna find my own way to survive. I'm gonna get me some land, my own land, and I'm gonna survive. I don't want nothing from the government, y'all. That's how I look at things. So I think the spell that if it was a spell on black people is that we love a good handout from the government, and we got to get out of that mindset, and we got to become entrepreneurs, and we got to get our minds right and learn how to do for self. Because as long as you don't get something from the government, that's kind of how people. I mean, a lot of people voted for. In my opinion, I shouldn't even be going here because they may shut my video off, but I'm gonna say it in my own opinion. I'm not saying that as a fact. I think that a lot of black people voted for Barack Obama because they thought they were going to get reparations. And where did that get you? So, yeah, something to think about, family. Amar Gibbs, thank you for the donation. Hi, Brother Yosef. I think my spiritual father is uh, Kronos or Saturn. Is he an evil demonic god? No, Saturn is not an evil demonic god. No matter what type of pictures people paint of him, he's definitely a spirit and energy and consciousness that don't play no games. He's definitely got that fatherly energy on him. But he's not evil, family. He's not demonic. He's not demonic at all. I can't life on I can't remember Chowhound, life on okay. Thank you for the donation, family. I've been buying a lot of books. You suggested even have both medallions. Appreciate it, family. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate that, family. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, if you guys want to send donations, don't send me no donations. Send donations to the tribe. Thank you guys for the donation. We have a moderator in here. This moderator, I'm gonna pin it to the top. The moderator has put a link where you can actually donate to our tribe. We appreciate that. If you want to donate to our tribe, it's at the top of the chat here, and you can donate to us. And we appreciate every little donation. We're growing. We just got electricity put on the land. We thriving. That's right. We got our own. We got electricity. Just got electricity put on the land, and we moving. We moving and grooving, family. We excited about that. Somebody said, why don't somebody said, why don't you want a handout from the government? I'm trying to leave this alone, y'all. Y'all just keep asking. No, it's all good. It's okay. Question. I believe in doing for self, family. Why would I want something from somebody who don't have my best interest at heart? Right? Somebody said, don't skip the paid question. I think I got all the paid questions, family. I got all the paid questions. But I don't want handouts. I believe in getting it, finding a way to get it. I don't care what you gotta do. You might want to start an Amazon store. You might want to start your own courier business. You might want to start your own clothing line. You might want to do real estate and flip houses. You might want to get into the stocks and trade. Whatever you gotta do, there's no excuse today. And I'm definitely talking to the men, especially young brothers. I wish somebody like me existed when I was in my 20s and somebody could have set me down and told me the things I know today. You ever heard those old guys say, man, if I can take my mind and go back, I'll be rich. I don't want to live life with no regrets, so I go after what I want. And I want everybody on here to go after what you want. Don't live life with regrets. Go after it. Right? That's a very interesting thing somebody just said. Can you tell us about Ogun? I'm actually uploading a video as we speak to my Patreon about Ogun. And I'm not going to talk about Ogun on here because I just had a very powerful experience. You got to go on my Patreon to get that experience I had last night with Ogun. Oh my God. First time I ever had a interaction with Ogun. It's going to be on my Patreon. First time I ever had an interaction with Ogun. And it was a very powerful experience. Saw some very powerful stuff. So yeah, fam, that's why I don't want a handout. I don't want it, fam. I'd rather get it. You know, I'd rather get it, family. Let's see here. Nomadic Alchemist, if you read that book about the Melchizedek, it talks about that. Brother Yosef, can I draw out a medicine wheel to find my spirit animal, or must I print it? If I'm not mistaken, family, in the ritual, I told you guys to imagine yourself inside of a medicine wheel, sitting inside of a medicine wheel. I don't think I told anybody to print it. So go back and watch that video, family. Somebody said, what am I missing out on? What's the government giving out for free? I know I'm not saying the government giving anything out for free. What I'm saying is the government is, I don't want handouts. If I can find a way to get it and take care of my family without asking the government, then I'm good with that. Some people have a problem with that. Don't get me wrong now. I was born in the projects. Brother Yosef grew up on welfare. We had mouses in the house. You know what I'm saying? I grew up poor, right? We wasn't rich at all. I was born in Fight Village projects. You know what I'm saying? Lived in a house. There was 6 of us in the house in the project. So at one time, a lot of people we benefited from living off the government. It took care of us, right? But what what I'm saying is, if you're an adult and you have access to a computer, there's no excuse. You have access to actually a lot of stuff. And I know how it is. Sometimes, a lot of people, they're living good off the government. Maybe if you're disabled, I ain't talking to you because you can't get a job. You can't do nothing. You have to, you depend on that. So I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about people who are healthy and you're able to get up and do something for yourself and your family. Go do it. Nobody wanted to hear me crying when I was struggling. You know what I'm saying? I got it in my mind early. I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do it. I'm going to figure it out. Whatever there is to figure it out, I'm going to figure it out. All right? Because YouTube definitely don't. Not even my Patreon. Like, I make money on Patreon, but it don't take care of my bills. Not even close. Right? YouTube definitely don't cut me a check for no, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't share all my information. I'm a private person. But YouTube definitely don't give me enough money to live on. But it's a start, right? If I was serious about this, you know, if YouTube was my main business and what I was doing, I'll be on here every day, right? I'll be on here every day. But I want to reach people. I want to help people. That's why I come on YouTube. And 2023 was the least y'all probably seen me on YouTube. 2023. So 2024 gonna be different. I'm gonna come back on YouTube heavy. We're gonna do live streams, Q&As. People love when I do Q&As. So we're gonna do more Q&As so we can answer as many questions. Eventually, I can get to your question. This one girl called me, um, and told me that she was. It took me 1 year to answer her question. She said she was in my live streams faithful, and after a year, I finally answered her question. I said, "Man, sis, I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't know. There'd be hundreds of people in here. You know what I mean? But if you want a better chance, you can join my Patreon." Let's see here. Somebody said, "How do demons operate?" Because I got some demons, family. It's demons, dark energy. Because you said it's some of the very high dark lords. What is a demon? Oh Lord. And the truth is, I've talked about this demons tons of times. I got tons of videos on demons, right? Let me say this. Brother Yosef don't believe in good and evil. I believe in right and wrong. I want to be clear on that. Just as because somebody's a good person don't mean they're always right. And just because somebody's not right don't mean they're always evil. All right? Stick with me here. Some people think because I call myself a right-hand pather or that I have a problem with the left-hand path. I don't have a problem. Y'all should know that. But I'm kind of choosing to push the rest of my energy a certain way. And you don't got to choose to be on that side. You can. I have friends that's on the left-hand path. People that call me. Like I have like at least 8 people I could think of that's on the left-hand path. They work with demons. They heavy, and they're friends of mine. Right? That's why I say I don't want no smoke with nobody because I got a lot of homies and friends, people that got my back. But at the end of the day, family, and don't get it twisted, I can fend for myself too. But my whole point, family, is I don't have an issue with left hand path or dark magic. My whole thing is that if you're gonna do it all the way. Don't pussyfoot with it. Don't play with it. Go on over there and do that. Don't try to convince me. I've been there, done that, figured everything out. I'm over here trying to do something I feel like I'm called to do by the spirit, right? So I had to say all that just to let you guys know. As I talk about demons, I'm not saying demons are evil, right? But at the same time, if you with that type of energy, because demons do produce chaos, they do have a dark energy, and you can believe that's whatever you want to believe it is. You can say it's melanin. That's usually the main thing people say. Oh, dark energy is melanin. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that, right? That's on one level. It's melanin on it's melanin on one level. What we're talking about here, if you're dealing with demons, fam, you're dealing with the other side of the lights. It's still light, but it's just the other side. And that side is chaotic. It's chaos. It's dark energy, right? So if you're going to work with demons, you got to be built for that. You don't know how many calls I get for people who supposedly play with the left-hand path, and they want to call me for help. They working with demons, and they want to call me, right? Lots of people. So my whole thing is like, don't play with it, right? So demons, yes, they are dark. Now you do have a few demons that are neutral, right? There's a book I talk about in my Mudra class. There's a demon you can work with in there that's actually he's neutral, right? There's different demons that are good. Well, I don't want to say good because I won't say good and evil, but I'm trying to say it in a way where you guys can understand, right? Where you guys can understand. There are demons that you can work with that are neutral. Yes, they exist, right? There's also angels that are neutral. Okay. So if you're a person and you ain't built for that, it's like let's use for examples a civilian and a street person. Today, because of hip hop, everybody want to be in the streets. Until you run into a real street person and you realize you ain't built for that. That's what we're talking about here. A lot of people want to play in the streets. until they really run into a real street dude or street lady. And then you find out you ain't built that way. Go ahead and be a civilian. There's nothing wrong with being a civilian. I've been a civilian all my life. I'm so grateful that when I walk down the street, I ain't got to look behind my back. I ain't got to think that somebody going to shoot me from something I did 20, 30 years ago, 15 years ago. I did something to somebody and somebody going to come back and get me. A lot of street people have that mentality. They did so much dirt in the streets until they think somebody coming to get them all the time because of something they did a long time ago. That come with that. Some of y'all are just civilians. You was never raised. Some of y'all had good families. You was never raised that way. Why are you playing around with it? You know good and well, but it look cool. It's the same thing. It look cool. You want to go over there and play with it. Then you want to call me for help. I'm sorry, but I got to say it. It's the truth. Y'all know what I rock with. Some people had a problem because I did the video how to evolve on the right hand path. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about nobody in particular. I'm talking about what I really deal with on a daily basis, y'all. And I'm here to help people. You see what I'm saying? I'm here to help people. So if you're dealing with demons, yes, you're dealing with dark energy. And you got some people say they left-hand path, they never even dealt with demons before. Believe it or not, it's true. So if you're on the right side, I expect you to say you deal with angels, right? And like I'm saying, y'all, I'm just trying to give clarity here, right? And this is not a topic I want to keep talking about and bring it up. I'm just trying to give clarity here. And the clarity I'm trying to give is, it's about your nature. What type of nature do you have? Some people are extremely curious, like myself. I done studied all kind of stuff, right? But as I grew in my spirituality, my nature came back here. That's all I'm saying. And some of y'all nature, y'all over there. And it's okay. I could still be homies with you. We could be cool. Got no problem with you. This ain't no religion we in. We're not a religion. This is magic. This is spirituality. Right? So I want you guys to understand that. Right? This ain't no religion we in. And don't ever think the light is weak. We do what we do. I believe in if somebody smack you, you smack them back. Ain't no turn the other cheek over here. And I'm only saying all this because I've gotten calls and when people say, hey, ain't you a right-hand passer? You shouldn't do that. What is that supposed to mean? If somebody smack me, I teach my daughter that. Somebody hit you, you hit them back. This ain't no damn church. You know what I'm saying? We're not in no religion. Right? So my whole thing is like, when I say right-hand path, left-hand path, we're talking about your nature, family. What type of nature do you have? Are you here to help, build, or you have a more selfish nature? We just trying to learn, grow, and get off the planet. I can't help myself. I like to help people. Right? You know, and I'm one of the few teachers that actually shown evidence of what I could do. Patreon members know that. My friends know that. I've put pictures out there. I've shown evidence. I'm not going to be dumb and show everything. Because I'm not a person that wants to sit here and show. I do not believe Lucifer is dark. Somebody says the Dark Lord Lucifer. Y'all really think what's going on down on the planet, that all the negative stuff got something to do with Lucifer? I explained on here before, Lucifer, there's different variations. You got the satanic Luciferians. They do exist. And they deal with Satanism and they mix Lucifer with it. And I told y'all the guide, Michael Ford, the books and stuff he got is like satanic Luciferianism. That's dealing more with, that's not pure. And then you have pure Luciferianism, which is different. How can you even still call that being Lucifer if it wasn't, if he wasn't a being of light? One of the highest lights. You see what I'm saying? I don't deal with Lucifer like that because I choose to deal with other entities. I ain't interested. But I know when I'm listening to Luciferian music and I know when I'm listening to satanic music. Some of y'all think that because people still got religious mindsets. And they think, some people think Lucifer is Satan. And you think that you lost. Lucifer is not Satan. If you think Lucifer is Satan, you lost. Has nothing to do with religion. You know what I'm saying? Nothing to do with religion, family. All right? I just want to say these things so we can set a standard. We're not on here to put the left-hand path against the right-hand path. We're not on here to talk bad about the left-hand path. I got nothing bad to say about it. If you want to hear somebody talk bad about the left-hand path, don't come to me. But I am going to tell you the truth. And what I can tell you about working with demons is that you're dealing with dark energy, whether people want to say it or not, and you're dealing with chaos energy. If you don't learn how to transmute the chaos energy in your body when you're working with demons, real left-hand pathers know what I'm talking about, right? If you don't know how to transmute the left-hand path energy in your or the chaos energy in your body, you will get sick. You may not feel it when you're in your 20s and your 30s, but overall, you will get sick. It will cause something inside you if you don't know how to transmute the darkness. And that's just Brother Yosef's opinion. You can believe whatever you want. Believe whatever you want, family. Somebody asked me if I'm doing consultations. I'm not doing consultations. Only for Patreon members right now. I don't know when I'll do it again for the public like that, but right now it's only Patreon members, family. All right. Let's see here. You talk about getting back at people, about getting people back. Why aren't you worried about karma? Listen, that's a good question, Olivia. Thank you for that question. I'm gonna read it again. You talk about getting people back. Why aren't you worried about karma? That's a good question. Karma is a reaction to something. Everything in nature, and I've said this before, everything in nature has a right to defend itself. Everything. If you mess with a squirrel, I've used this analogy before, you mess with a squirrel, if it thinks you're going to harm it, it's going to bite you. Right? If you come messing with a person, I don't care what path they have planned to be on, the universe will fight on that person's behalf. You don't get no karma for defending yourself. Now, if you're walking around starting problems and creating negativity, and then you doing stuff to people, then you got karma. Now and that creates a whole cycle of constantly getting back at people, going back and forth. What I'm saying, family, is you have a right to defend yourself. And that goes for any person on here that deal with the light, or you call yourself a right-hand pather. Don't ever let nobody walk all over you. You knock their head off. That's right. This ain't no church we in. We're not in church. We don't follow Jesus over here. Everything in nature will defend itself. You're not supposed to turn the other cheek and get beat up. You defend yourself. That's what I'm saying. Don't be the person that's starting to smoke. Don't be that person. You start to smoke, then you get back what you deserve. But what I'm saying is, if you're minding your business and somebody attacks you, do something, you have every right under heaven to fight back, to get a person back. Yes, you do. Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. I'm so serious about getting people back until if I had to get somebody back, I'll never talk about it. That's how serious I am. What are we talking about for? Ain't nothing to talk about. Just don't be one of the people that's starting stuff. Yeah. Don't get it twisted. Y'all see people on YouTube. People debate, they argue, they talk about people mama, they argue, fight, cuss each other out. I don't be understanding that stuff. But that's what people do. And when they get karma back, they want to, it ain't never nice. Do yourself a favor in 2024 and mind your business. In 2024, mind your business and worry about your family and yourself. That's all you got to do, family. Don't matter who don't like you. They getting their stuff back in 2024. I can promise you that. Somebody secretly hates you. All that hate gonna be turned on them in 2024. Y'all think I'm joking? Have I been wrong yet? Y'all think I'm joking? It's gonna be a lot of sad songs, a lot of singing and flower bringing, a lot of singing and flower bringing. Straight up. Focus on your business, focus on your money, focus on your family, focus on your spiritual growth. Because all them people that's doing what they've been doing, they talking about people, they got negative stuff to say, they about to get it back. You just gonna hear about it. All the people that's been hiding, they got secrets, and they supposed to be doing good things for people, and they behind the scenes they something else. They gonna get it. The energy's already starting actually, but it's really gonna come out in 2024. All the celebrity stuff y'all hearing about is just the beginning. Y'all see what's going on with TD Jakes. All right? I don't care what dirt a person do. It comes out. You're going to get exposed for it. You can't be sitting here talking about you teaching God's flock and all this stuff, and you... I'm not saying it's true. Allegedly. Right? Allegedly, that's what's happening. Right? But at the same time, it could be a lie. Who knows? Right? Because people who are in really big positions, they're going to get talked about. Somebody always going to say that they did something, but you got to have evidence. So we're going to see if this is evidence on TD Jakes or not. We'll see. I could imagine if I was a person that millions of people followed, I'm pretty sure somebody would come up with something about me. You know what I'm saying? And none of it won't be true. It is what people do to famous people. How many times have you heard of people say stuff about Minister Farrakhan? Right? Tons of stuff. Dr. Umar, Minister Farrakhan. Who else? Dr. York. So many different people that are leaders in the black community. Yahweh ben Yahweh. Right? All these teachers that has had a really huge impact on black people, right? Some people don't even know about Yahweh ben Yahweh, right? These people had a really huge impact on so-called black people. Malachi Z. York, Yahweh ben Yahweh, Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Minister Farrakhan, Umar, and there's a lot of new people coming up. And somebody got something to say about all these people. Ain't nobody good. Nobody is ever a decent person. And that's how you know that some of this, come on, everybody dirty? You tell me there ain't one good soul out there? No, it's what you call agents. And you have to watch out for people that always got something bad to say about people. They're always trying to expose a person as a lie. I'm not saying that these people is innocent. I'm just saying that when you look at powerful people, listen, let me tell you something, man. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't know Mr. Farrakhan personally, but you can't tell me that the higher forces ain't got something behind. He got some kind of power behind him. And I'm not a Muslim. But a man who can call 1 million men to one location, that's a man that got power. That man has the power of God behind him. Trust me. And I'm not joking when I say that. Name another man on earth who can call 100, who can call 1 million black men. Think about it, man. This man can call 1 million black men. He can do it tomorrow. 1 million black men showing up to the Man March. Somebody said Putin. I don't know about that. But I'm just being real. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real, y'all. Everybody can't be dirty. They try to say the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. This man was the first man to really talk about aliens. As far as black people go, this man had the UFO blueprints in his suitcase. Right? This man had UFO blueprints in his suitcase when they arrested him. They trying to figure out where he get it from. So anybody that they don't like, they put agents around this person. And the first thing to do is I'm gonna expose this person. I'm gonna try to expose this person. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. You can't do nothing for nobody. And all you're trying to do is help. But no matter what happens, you know, I know I'm not gonna stop. I'm born to do this. I'm born to help people. I'm always going to help people. I'm always going to help enlighten people. I'm the son of Indra. My spiritual father destroyed Vitra, the demon. Who is that? He's a demon that spreads ignorance, in case you guys didn't know that. Vitra was a demon that spread ignorance. Indra destroys ignorance. That's what I do. I'm here to destroy ignorance, family. And I'm here to help. I'm here to help, family. Let's answer one last good one. Let me see. Let's see here, family. This is a good question. Why are some nations poorer? Is it by design? Well, let me say this, family. There are pockets that exist on this earth that when you go there, what you don't know energetically, you're in hell. Let me say that again. There are pockets that exist on this earth that if you don't know or understand the energy, you're actually in a version of hell. If you live in an area where there's gunshots every day, there's people getting murdered every day, people breaking in people's houses every day, rape, molestation, you know, if you're from, and don't get me wrong, like I said, I was born in the projects, y'all. So I'm not talking down on nothing or nobody. I'm just saying that a lot of us is born in really bad situations, right? And in my city that I'm from, we had an area called Conkey Avenue. Everybody in Rochester know about Conkey Avenue. Everything went down over there, right? And I could name a few other streets, right? My auntie, my mother's twin sister, was was beat, was beat, and left on the railroad tracks right on that street. What do you call an area like that where there's poor people, right? People are stuck, they're poor, living off the government, right? We're not talking down about nobody, but I'm trying to bring a perspective here. I'm trying to get you to think about something. People who don't have the finances, people who are getting murdered every day, right? So not only are you poor, but you're getting murdered, people getting murdered. You know, if you're from the hood, usually you know somebody that got murdered. So you're poor, you're getting murdered. People got molestation going on, rape, robberies. We call that the hood. And what you're really talking about is a hell state. That's a hell state on earth, right? So when you see people repping their hoods, even when they get rich, why would a person get rich and want to come back and live in the hood and rep the hood? You got a chance to get out, go on. Well, you know, you leaving your people. You know what I'm saying? No, this person evolved. They was blessed enough to get out. Get your family out of that. And y'all see a lot of rappers that pass away from going back to their hood, trying to be streets. You was blessed with the opportunity to get out, right? So when you're dealing with countries that are poor, a lot of these countries are in hell states. A lot of these countries where there's extreme third world poorness, they're in hell. And I know somebody said, Brother Yosef, you trying to say Africa is in hell? I'm not saying Africa's in hell because everybody knows that there's different variations of Africa, like South Africa, that are beautiful, right? There's some parts of Africa that are gorgeous. We all know this. But what I'm saying is everywhere there's a hood, everywhere there's the ghetto. In every state, every city, every country, there's a ghetto. And in those ghettos, family, you're dealing with poverty, murder, molestation, rape. Don't go on everywhere. Not to say it don't go on in the suburbs and stuff like that, but you don't hear about it all the time. It's secretive. You know, and you don't really know. It ain't a lot of it going on, right? We know what the elite do, but I'm talking about when it's out in your face in the open, when you feel like you gotta protect yourself, you might have to grab your purse closer, right? You feel like somebody watching you and following you. You know where you at, right? Somebody said they want to get out of Rochester. Yeah, Rochester is some people don't know about that city. That's the home of Kodak, if people don't know. Born and raised there, man. I love my city, but it made me into who I am. But at the same time, that city's dying, man. That city's dying big time. But that's what it is, family. So that's why certain poor countries are where they are, and people are born into that. Now, some people are born into that to help, right? They're born into a poverty situation to rise out of it and then go back and help. But some people so stuck there, it's like some people say, people like to suffer. There's some people that prefer to suffer. They will fight you and want to fight you for their right to suffer. You know what I'm saying? I'm not leaving the hood, brother Yosef. I'm staying right here. I don't care what you talking about. Okay, well, stay. You're not bothering me. Somebody just mentioned Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle is a great example of that. I love Nipsey Hussle, his music, everything. And he was a really good entrepreneur, right? But Nipsey Hussle went back to the hood and got his head blown off in front of his daughter. He went back to hell. He had an opportunity to get out. He went back and died right in front of his daughter. Was it worth it? You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying, family. That's why those things exist. They exist because you're dealing with pockets of hell, and every city got one. You know, every city got one, right? Yeah, so you got heaven and hell right next to each other, right? So people who are on a certain consciousness level, that's where they are. Not to talk bad about them because they can rise past it when they're ready. Suffering is a choice. You can rise out of that when you're ready. I know there's one person I was trying to help. I had them leaving this person alone because I was trying to tell them, like, you're spiritual. You got an opportunity to leave the hood. Why don't you leave? This girl told me I'm not leaving my people. I knew exactly right then and there. God bless you. What happens if all facets of the soul go dark? You die. You will not be able to operate. You got to have some light coming out of that soul. Yes, there's evil souls that exist. We have serial killers on this planet, so we know evil souls exist. And what I mean by that, there's literally people born on earth to kill people. They not here to do nothing else except kill people. There's some people who is born on this earth to help. They can't help themselves, and those are the people that get taken advantage of from negative people. They learn about the world they live in, but a lot of times people are here to help. They get taken advantage of. Some people are here to build. Some people are here to destroy. Some people are literally angels. They're a literal angel in people's lives. Some people are angels. Some people are gods. Some people are elementals, right? And I talked about this before. If you have an elemental soul, you're that person that loves trees. You love animals. You usually have some shamanistic energy to you. You have a elemental soul. If you're a person that's always helping, you're always giving, helping, giving your time, making sure everybody okay. You're serving people. If you love doing those, you have an angelic soul. You're here to help. If you're a teacher, you teach. People tend to follow you. People look up to you. You have a deity. You have a God soul. If all you think about is destruction and you're a negative person and you like to see people suffer, you like to watch horror movies, you like to see people get killed, you like to watch you love destruction, you love being in a negative situation. Some people love that. We all know we got usually one crazy cousin or family member or something, right? It's always one of the family that's crazy like that, right? But if people love destruction, they love darkness, they love um um once again, you got serial killers out there. You have a demonic soul, right? You have a demonic soul. And guess what? Every being I just named is a divine being, including demons. Demons are divine entities. They don't have karma. Demons, they're divine. Just like an angel is divine. They're divine beings. So usually everybody has one of those souls. The people that come in here just to do what do you call it? Trolls, they have demonic souls. A troll has a demonic soul. They like to cause confusion and start stuff. Yeah, that's a demonic person. If you're doing something righteous and good, you're always going to have those people around that's going to try to bring you down. You got to be strong mentally. In 2024, family, let's get this strong. Let's get this strong. Some of y'all want to do too much spell work, but you got to get this right. This is where the war is always happening at. You got to get that right, family. Okay? So I've been on here almost 2 hours, which is rare for me, but I've really been enjoying this conversation. I've really been enjoying this conversation, family. Yes, because it's all part of creation. Absolutely. Angels, demons, elementals, gods, they're all part of creation. So I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream and gave you guys some banging books, some really good information. Don't sleep on the books, family. I'm not doing this because I need to do this video. I'm doing this video because I want you guys to have some good books, some good information, something you guys can grow with and learn from. And I hope you guys enjoy it. All right. We're going to get back on here in 2024 heavy. Start doing some things on here. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being on here. And we had about 500 people in here, so I'm grateful for that. So thank you guys for watching, family. And I will check you guys out. And if you guys want to join the tribe, the link is at the top. If you guys want to support, the link is at the top. Donate, the link is at the top. You check me out on Patreon. Thank everybody for watching. Thank everybody for being on here, and I will check you guys out in the next video. Peace and blessings, family. Peace and love, peace and blessings. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.